Hi guys, Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to the second class for this week. Okay, we're going to cover second chapter of this subject. Okay, this chapter is going to we're going to learn about the challenges of the customer service. Alright, there's a subtopic that we're going to learn today. Okay, we have the barriers to excellence, power of perception, dealing with perception, understanding expectation is include expectation versus influence, level of expectation, and also ways to get the high expectation, and also credibility. Okay, this is the first part that we're going to learn today. Okay, as we know, there's a lot of challenges of customer service that we're going to face later. If you are going to start to work later, okay, there are few things. First thing that you need to know is the barrier to excellence. What are the barrier? What are the things that can block you from the excellence? Okay, it include laziness, poor communication skill, poor time management, attitude. If you have a bad attitude, is one of the barriers to excellence. Moodiness, lack of adequate training, inability to handle stress, insufficient authority, serving customer service and autopilot, also inadequate staffing. Okay, these are the barriers, something that can block you to become an excellent customer service. Alright, if I ask this question, you can put any other answer that you think is relevant. Okay, now we move to the perception. Okay, what's actually the perception? Or in Malay we call it as a perspective. What are the definition? Okay, perception means the way we see something based on our experience. How you see that thing is based on your experience. It can be perception can be like positive or negative. Alright, the form of it's actually normally this perception is formed over time and based on how we have been trained. Okay, our values, your priorities, your prejudice, your sensitivity to others. Okay, normally the perception is not necessarily based on the rational idea, or it can be maybe influenced by the momentary frustration. Means if you feel frustration, you feel anger, you feel marah, you feel sad, your perception towards that service or towards that product is can change. Alright, the customer may not recall every detail, but they will retain an overall feeling about it. So that's why it's important for you to take care of your customer, as I told you before in the previous in the week one, right? One customer can influence other customer, and it become a bad reputation to your company. So it is important to ensure the perception towards your product, towards your services is important. So if they feel like anger, if they feel frustrated towards your service in the hotel, all right, of course they will give a bad perception. Alright, that's why this power of the perception power is important. It's very, I can see it very powerful. Okay, how you want to deal with this with the perception? Okay, there are few ways for you as a customer service to dealing with this perception. First, you try to deal with the customer as individuals. Okay, try to talk face to face individually with the customer. Right, respect their time, circumstances, and also priorities. You must respect their time, circumstances, and also what is their priorities. Try to convey to the customer your appreciation, because customer, they love to become they love appreciation. So try to show that you are very appreciate them. Alright, ask the customer if there anything else. Okay, is there anything else that they don't like, or anything else they're not satisfied? Ask them. Alright, ask the customer how you are doing. Okay, you must ask the customer how they're doing. And remember, you may not be able to erase the customer negative perception, but you can demonstrate through your action that their perception are not accurate. Okay, it's very hard to to let them let go, to let them forget about the negative perception, but you can try to convince them that their perception is not accurate. Okay, this is the ways how you want to dealing with this kind of bad perception towards your services. Okay, let's proceed to the expectation. Okay, understanding expectation. What is expectation? Expectation is our personal vision of the result that will come from our experience. Personal result that will come from our experience. Okay, it can be high perception or low perception. It can be exceed perception, and it can be decrease the perception towards the services, and it's going to affect the influence. It's going to influence your perception towards that. Right, so it can be positive and negative, and expectation can be based on your customer's perception. And if you have a one bad meal at the restaurant, it's going to be a bad perception, so it can be positive and negative. Okay, now let's proceed with the level of expectation. So normally there's two levels expectation. Okay, we have primary and we have secondary. So primary the most customer most basic requirement of an interaction. So I can give you an example. When dining at the restaurant, our primary expectation are to satisfy our hunger and to let someone else do the cooking and to pay at the reasonable price. We know as a customer, the basic requirement is when dine to the restaurant, their primary expectation is satisfy their hunger, to let someone else do the cooking and also pay at the reasonable price. Then we have secondary level of expectation. Okay, secondary level of expectation is based on our previous experience that can enhance or increase to our primary expectation. For example, our secondary expectation are to have a good service, to be treated with courtesy, and to receive a good tasty food. Means, okay, for example, the secondary expectation, your customer give, okay, your food is, the taste of your food is not good. Okay, so based on this experience, you can change your expectation. Means the taste is not good. Okay, this is a secondary expectation. So based on this, you can enhance your service. Alright, by primary, you know, okay, their basic, what is their basic expectation towards the services? Means they want to eat, that's all. Whether the food is good or not is based on the secondary expectation. Understand? Okay, next we're going to learn about the ways to exceed the expectation of your customer. What are the ways that you can take to exceeding the expectation? Okay, first you have become familiar with your consumer. You must become familiar with your consumer. Some of the customer is a loyal customer. So why they loyal to your services? Because you must know what they like and what they dislike. So you try to provide a service that satisfies them, that can give their higher expectation. Okay, ask your customer what their expectation are. A sincere question may generate ideas. Okay, if it's not wrong if you want to ask, okay, what is your expectation towards our service? Okay, you just ask your customer what are their expectation. So based on this information that you have, and maybe you can generate few ideas on how to improve your service. Okay, next, tell your customer what they can expect and convey your commitment to them. Okay, tell your customer what they can expect. Okay, this is our expect, this is what we provide you, and try to convey your commitment to them. Means try to show your interest to them, right? Live up to their expectation. Okay, you must live up to their expectation. If they want to expect something, you must change towards the expectation, because a customer is your profit. I mean, this can lead to your profit and loss of your services or your business. Okay, next, you must maintain the consistency, and also communicate with the customer using the method that they want to use. Okay, it can be the face-to-face method, email, phone, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. Okay, for this part, we're going to learn about the credibility. So you must know what is the meaning of credibility. Credibility, they made up of the combination of our current knowledge, reputation, and also professionalism. All the other words of credibility is trustworthiness. Okay, what you're going to do, you're going to encourage trust. If use if we are working with our customer, they must trust us, and also credibility determine success. Okay, if they trust you with your credibility, they have this what we call as trustness to your services. Okay, it's going to determine the success of your services and of your business also, right? Okay, now let's recap what we have learned for this part 1. Okay, we learned about the barriers to excellence. It include laziness, poor communication skill, poor time management, attitude, moodiness, lack of adequate training, inability to handle stress, insufficient authority. Okay, servicing customer on autopilot, and also inadequate staffing. Then we have the power of perception. Okay, what is the power of perception? The way we see something based on our experience. So it's from time and based on the how we treat them, values, priority, prejudice, and so on. Okay, then we have dealing with the perception. How you want to deal with this perception? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways, right? Then we have the understand the expectation. What is expectation? What is influence? Okay, expectation, our personal vision of the result that will come from our experience and level of expectation. We have primary and we have secondary. Then we have ways to exceed the expectation. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways. And we have the credibility or truthworthiness. Alright, the trust. Okay, now let's proceed to the part B of this lesson. Okay, now let's proceed to the second part of the lesson today. So the subtopic is include the scope of influence, the reputation management, company with a good reputation. Okay, what are the factors, what are the characteristics of the company with a good reputation? We're going to learn about values, ethics, new trends in customer service, and also current issue of customer service. Okay, we already learned about the influence, the first slide, right? So what are the scope of influence? So influence is actually our ability to influence others based on our perception, also our experience. So influence ni, or in Malay we call it as pengaruhi. Alright, we have our ability to influence others based on our perception or experience. So if your perception is good, you're going to influence others to use your services or to go to the hotel. Alright, if your perception and experience is bad, so you're going to influence people not to go to that hotel. Okay, this is a greatly increase with the popularity of the social media, social networking opportunities such as Facebook, Twitter, and so on. You can see if the influencer try to make it popular about your hotel, for example, okay, it's going to be influence all your services. You're going to like your services can be like trending lah, means people will know about your services. So scope of influence is very broad. Okay, then we move to the reputation management. Okay, reputation management, actually the process of identifying how a company is perceived and establishing an action plan to correct, maintain, or enhance the company reputation. Reputation is actually a prestation. Your prestige, your prestasi syarikat, prestasi company. What are the characteristics of a good reputation management? Okay, we see after this one by one. Okay, company with a good reputation, this is a characteristic. Okay, first is very responsive to the customer. It's a company you can trust. When we talk about this credibilities now, company you can trust, delivers on its promise to the customer, so they're going to keep the promise to the customer, provide excellent value to customer, has excellent communication, is ethical and honest, conduct business in a human or caring way, has excellent top management, is able to adapt to the changes in the industry. It is a good citizen. It's a progress company. The company must be cooperative, has a good record of strong financial performance, treats employees with respect, is a technological leader in the industry, is committed to the environment, complies with the state and federal rules and regulation, okay, and is successful in the diversifying the operation. Okay, these are the company with the good reputation characteristics. So what you need to do, just memorize at least 5. Okay. Okay, now proceed with the definition of values. Value is actually a combination of our belief, perception, and ideas about the appropriate response and situation. Normally, values relate with the ethics. Okay, ethics actually a set of principles that govern the conduct of an individual or groups. Okay, this is the ethic checklist. Okay, you must know whether your organization is illegal, what you do is illegal, is this fair? How do I feel about it? Would the court of public opinion find my behavior incorrect? Am I fearful of what those I trust would say about my action? Okay, these are the checklists that you need to know about the ethics and values. Alright, now we proceed to the new trend in in the customer service. Okay, new trends is customer service. We have first is accessibility for the consumer, for the customer. So accessibility means the quality of being able to be reached or entered. Mean, are you easy to reach? Senang untuk dihubungi. Very easy to reach. Is it customer? Is easy for you easy to find you, reach you, right? Then we have immediacy of response. It means responsive. You must be how fast you respond to your customer. Okay, the feedback from customer to customer service provider, right? Outsourcing of all or part of the customer service function. Some organization they outsourcing their customer service function. Means, for example, in TM, right? TM, okay, before they outsource Vex perhaps to become their customer service, right? Then we have a non-traditional example of traditional service. This is the new trends in customer service. Now we move to the last part, last subtopic of this week lesson, current issue of customer service. Okay, this is the current issues of customer service. It is frequently difficult to measure the financial benefit of customer service. Okay, the first one, it is frequently to measure the financial benefit of customer service. So it might be challenging to convince some financial manager of the long-term payoff. So it's one of the challenges. Challenging to convince some financial managers of the long-term payoff. Number 2, customers have high expectation of what they hope to gain from the people with whom they do business. Frequently, customer service provider do not know what those expectations are. Right? Number 3, customer have grown normally to improve level of customer service, but the resulting cost has become prohibitive for many businesses. Number 4, technology provides the opportunity for faster responses to the customer question. It also creates the requirement that customer service provider have additional training because technology changes. So they every time they if the service they want to follow the changes, so they need to train their staff regularly, frequently. Okay, number 5 is customer service is an opportunity that no professional can afford to ignore. And lastly, customer service is frequently the distinguishing difference between two or more companies that offer the same products and services. Means the challenges, one of the current issue in the customer service, even what makes you different is if you offer the same product with your competitors, what makes you different is how you handle your customer, means your customer service. I forgot one thing. There's another subtopic, we call it as sticks for cultivating credibility. So what is cultivating means? Cultivating means develop or acquire. Develop or acquire. So how you want to develop or acquire credibility? Okay, the first one we have practice consistently. Practice consistency. Alright, let's proceed. Let's continue. Tips for the cultivating credibility is practice consistency. Number 2, keep your word. Number 3, develop your expertise. Number 4, become a teammate with your co-workers. Number 5, show your dedication to the customer. Okay, I repeat. Number 1, practice consistency. Keep your words, develop your expertise, become a teammate with your co-workers, and also show your dedication to the customer. Number 6. Okay, number 6, treat all your customers and also co-workers with the same high level of respects. Okay, apologize if you are doing wrong. Remember that credibility is much harder to regain than to keep. Okay, this is the 8 ways, 8 tips to develop your credibilities. Okay, that's all for this week. So the code of the quiz for this week is Challenges CS02. Challenges CS02. This is number, okay? Okay, so your code for this week quiz is Challenges CS02. So I will give the link of your quiz. I give you codes for the quiz and hope you can answer the quiz. So thank you for listening my video for this week and good luck. Bye bye.